Here I am with my little man, Cooper. He's beat. He had a crazy day today. He played a lot. He ate plenty and he played plenty. It's pretty late now and we're about to go to bed, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So I had to splice or cut the video for Haiti in different sections. I did 2 cups and 2 tarots. I'm just gonna load up a cup tonight, just not to risk it. I don't know what it was, if it was me, my Wi-Fi, or just so the video was too long. But anyway, I'm not taking a risk, so I'm just going to load up part of it tonight. And then tomorrow I'll load up the rest. So, okay, you guys, thank you so much for bearing with me. Here's the video. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So here I am. We're doing a Haiti reading today. And I have a hibiscus plant here. This is from my yard. This flower opens up, and the hibiscus is the national flower of Haiti. Now this one isn't exactly like a tropical hibiscus. It won't grow where I am in the US, but it's a descendant of it, and it looks like a hibiscus when it blooms. And so in honor of Haiti, I've cut a little piece of this hibiscus. It's not flowering, but here's the flower. It opens up and it's huge. I think it's called a crimsonide rose mellow, something like that it's called. It's really beautiful. And blue for the people of Haiti. In their flag, blue represents the people, and the flag has been changed several times between blue and black, so I wore navy. And this is all in honor of this beautiful, beautiful paradise, Haiti, who is now living a nightmare all around. But I hope that they will recover. I hope that it will be the country that everyone wants to go visit and spend their vacations there. And I know that may seem far-fetched for now, but that's our hope. My family and I always pray that they find oil, that they find something that, Haiti becomes enormously rich, and that everyone from Latin America will want to go work in Haiti instead of it being the way it is now, where the corruption is immense. But it's just years, it's just centuries of racism. How does one recover? And the racism is toxic there in Latin America. And I know what I'm talking about because my grandmother lived through so much racism. She moved to the Dominican Republic and she married my grandfather there. And she told us that she went through heck. So how does one recover from such pain, from such robbery? They're going through this. This is all happening because the Haitian people had the brains and the courage and the audacity to want to be free. They're the first free Black republic in the entire world after the brutality of slavery. They were the first to declare themselves a Black-ruled democratic republic. And they've still, to this day, are paying the price. Even literally, they're still paying their conquistadors. To me, Haiti is like a David and Goliath story, except that Haiti, being David, has had to slay numerous Goliaths, not just one. And they never get credit for that. They beat the world. They beat the entire world. The world was against them. They wanted them to remain slaves, and they beat the entire world, the US and all the other countries. Then they beat Spain. They went to war with Spain and they beat Spain. Then the Brits attacked them and they beat the Brits. The Great Britain, they beat them. And France. So I don't put anything out of reach for the Haitian people. They're capable of great feats and deeds, and I know that one day, hopefully in my lifetime, that what Haiti is unfortunately known for today, some of the things it is known for, will be a thing of the past. And there are beautiful people there, people that are just so kind and so generous and share everything that they have with their neighbors and their family. And they're suffering. They're suffering the violence imposed upon them, even by their own governments. So this is gonna be hard, guys. This is gonna be a sad reading, but not all is lost. Not all is lost. And I wanted to do a cups on so many different people, but I chose Martine Moise. She was the former First Lady of Haiti. She was married to Jovenel Moise, who was the president of Haiti from 2016 to earlier this year, 2021. Unfortunately, this man was assassinated. I mean, I know that there's a lot of corruption. I'm not saying he's a saint, but there was a tragedy. This man was assassinated. Now, let's start with her. She was born June 5th, 1974 in Port-au-Prince. And you know the magic of the cup? Look at all these darker people. Look at all the black people here. This is the magic of the cup. And I was surprised because I thought I was going to see different skin tones here, because Haiti, you know, a lot of government and a lot of people, foreigners, have their hands in the Haitian cookie jar and just taking things from them. But no, this is a very personal cup for her, and she has been through a trauma, and I think that this is why everything is very personal in the cup. There's not much about the country. There's a few things underneath here, but it's mostly about her. Now, remember what I said, the cup doesn't speak about what happened in the past unless you're doing the reading for a person that's passed away or someone that's passed away comes out. Everything here is what will happen, not what has happened. I don't really do readings on what is going on currently, or, you know, what just happened and I'm talking about how they feel. I'm just telling you this is what's going to happen here, there, blah, 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 like that. So here she is. I was just making sure the sound was okay because I didn't want to record a whole reading and then you guys can't hear it properly. Okay, so here is Martine Moise. And you guys, okay, so like I said, what happens in the handle happens as soon as. So here she is. Now, last I heard that she was in Florida. I haven't been keeping up with the news. But I think that her plans were, or not her plans, her wish was that she could go back and live in Haiti with her family. I think she has a lot of family and people there that reside in Haiti. And she doesn't want to leave them. She doesn't want to just move to somewhere away from the country and not being able to see her family. But she's going to have to leave, you guys. Here she is moving. She's going away, moving away. And it's a big move. It's not next door. It's east or north she's going. Here is this lady waiting for her. It might be Florida, where she went to get medical care. Might be Florida. This looks like Florida now to me. Whenever I see stuff like that with water and that sort of structure. And here's a lady, and she comes out with like a bob cut, dark hair bob cut. And the reason that unfortunately, the reason that Martine is going to leave, she had her hopes up. She thought maybe, okay, this too shall pass and I can go back home and when things cool down and be with my family. But unfortunately, now I know that she has 3 kids, but I don't know their gender. I think she might have a son. If it's not a son, it's a nephew or a man in her family, kind of like that, tall and thin. He's going to be wounded somehow. He's going to get hurt. Now, you know, he's not dead, thank goodness, but he's hurt. And so she's going to go back when this happens to get her family. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are women with purses and bags and book bags and all that stuff. Now, 4 people represent, sometimes it's not just 4, it represents like a group of people. So it could be 10 or 20 people that she's picking up. And here is the young man hurt. See, like in a stretcher, like Spanish people call it parihuela. Here he is in parihuela, in a stretcher, traveling to this other country. And he's going to get medical care there. And there's going to be an elderly gentleman. Could be her father, her grandfather, uncle. Is an elderly gentleman, family of hers, who's going to be looking after him in the hospital. Like, he's very worried. I think they might be very close. I don't know if it's her son, her nephew, cousin, I don't know. And here's a hospital. This is what the hospitals look like. And those of you that have been with me for a while know that this is a hospital. Here's the sick person on the side of the hospital. Windows, doors. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Hold on, let me keep checking the sound, you guys. Hold on. So she will move with her family to another country. And now this kind of reminds me of the Bill Barr cup. I'm beginning to think that when something so large and it has to do with money and things like that, it's about papers and money involving many other people. I think that's also one of the reasons that they're going to have to leave, that she's going to have to leave. They probably think she has all this money from that she took all this money, or that they want to take the money that her husband had. I know that he was a businessman. She's going to have a problem with money. But she's going to be able to move away and start anew. She's going to start anew with her family. And I think she might, she's going to end up having a small pet. Maybe we see her on the news when has relocated to the other country. She might have a small pet. And eventually I think that she will find another person, another gentleman that she might share her life with. I know that she's a widow now, and widows, you don't want to tell a widow that, you're going to have another gentleman coming into your life. But I mean, I'm just reading the cup, you guys. It's so here she is in the other country. And not only that, this is what I was talking about. And it kind of ends there. She just has problems and problems and problems from her past life that still haunt her now. And in order for her to escape these issues and save the well-being of her family, even her children, she's going to have to leave. There are people that are still angry at her, that think she has something of theirs. So here's what I don't like. You see the water back here? You guys know what that is already. Now, that's either a hurricane or some sort of deluge or even tsunami. Some sort of deluge with the water coming into the land. It could be just flooding as well. I'm not sure. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Coming into the land. Unnatural. And at the bottom, you guys, this is terrible. This is going to be bad. There are going to be more earthquakes in Haiti. More earthquakes in Haiti. And not only Haiti. Okay, you look to the east here. Look at the mountains in Haiti. First of all, let me just show you. Look at this mountainous region here. That's Haiti. Beautiful, light, sun, water, mountains. And then, the division of lands, her traveling, but also still connected to the ground in Haiti, and to the east of Haiti, another mountainous country. Another mountainous country. And you know what I think, you guys? There's going to be a huge earthquake in the Dominican Republic as well. It's going to be a big earthquake. There will be, hate saying, I think there's going to be a significantly large earthquake in the Dominican Republic. Haiti and DR, that island, La Hispaniola, is going to be shaken. It's unfortunate because I have friends and family in both places, but that's what I see there. And at the bottom, here's a civil unrest, you guys. Here's a civil unrest. These are people. I don't know if the light, shoot, the reflection of the light here. These are people with their heads down, dark people with their heads down. And you see that light there is like flames, Molotov, more strikes, more violence in the streets of Haiti. People are, the next time, you know how when you're angry, when people go on strike or protest, they're usually angry. These people, not just angry, they are sad. They're crying tears of blood here. They are sad for themselves, for their families. They're being abused down there. You know how they have gangs and things like that there now? Probably paid for by even whoever's in power in the government to try to, manipulate the elections or whatever there. And then who suffers? Who suffers? The people like us, the people like you and me, who are just working and trying to, do our best and be kind to others and help our families and help our pets and mind our own business. These are the people, the elderly, the children, the working class, the poor that are suffering there. Their heads down. And just a hot mess. People even passing away on the streets. Now I'm going to do a tarot. The reason I wanted to do a tarot is because, the cup just shows you it has to be done for a person or an animal, somebody that's living, and it just shows you their life. And by that, it shows you, especially if they're politicians, what's going to be happening in the country, what's going to be affecting them or their family. So that's why I like doing the cups. But I wanted to do a reading on Haiti's past and its future with the tarot as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, you guys. Hold on.